Impressed by, though, is Kell Brook's character. At the end of the day, he was moving around the ring and stayed calm the entire time, even after having eaten certain shots, even after having probably his eye socket broken, which is an injury I've had in the past. He remained calm. He didn't take off in flight mode. He stayed calm. He let the punches miss by ever so much so that he could come back and make the counter punches count and win some rounds. You know, the character of the man. Round, and then in round 4, Kell came back and probably won the round.
I mean, that left uppercut he hit him with, I think it was in the second round. If that was any other welterweight, if that was a welterweight, not a middleweight, he was on the floor. Even then, he landed a left hook, right, straight right hand combination straight after it. And you think, what a, you know, if that was any, that's why I disagree with Johnny when he says welterweight, middleweight. If that was a welterweight in the world, he'd have shook them to their boots.
Absolutely, and I'll give you one even more. Even if you're not knocking down the guy, you're landing shots like that, the pressure will stop. The guy will think twice about the assault he's bringing to you. The reason, there's a bit of problem, my opinion, the reason Головkin's assault never stopped, or it stopped in moments, then it restarted. Stopped in moments and restarted. And that's obviously the mental strength of Головkin as well. Let's give credit where credit is due. But at the end of the day, it wasn't hurting enough. It was getting his attention for sure. I don't think he hurt Головkin fully, but I do think he got his attention and made Головkin realize, you know what, let me settle down here and let me figure out where I'm going. Because there were moments when Головkin was clearly frustrated.
And confused. Yeah. He confused and frustrated. You've got to sustain it for 12 rounds, and like you say, he landed flush, he landed some great shots, but he's a welterweight hitting a big middleweight, you know, and it's a middleweight hitting a welterweight, so the shots that hit him back, it just took more effect than they would have normally.
And again, credit where credit is due. Look at the finish line.
And I thought it was a good stoppage. I thought
it was a good stoppage too.
But it was a good stoppage.
I've had that injury. You do start to see double and triple. It's a weird injury, and you don't want to be seeing more double and triple when you're fighting such a big puncher. It gets more dangerous. Kell Brook can come back strong as ever off of this because of the merciful stoppage by Dominic Ingle. I think it's the best thing for him. I know he's angry. I know he's a competitor, but I think it's a good stoppage. And give Brook credit. He's the one that broke Brook's orbit bone if it's broken.
I'll tell you what I'd like to see now. Liam Smith fights Canelo next week. I'd love to see the winner of that fight, Kell Brook.
And I want to give credit for Головkin with the finish too. Look how calm he stays on balance, doesn't throw himself all over Kell Brook and smother himself. Or look at it, he remains with look at the punch selection. The punch selection also keeps the proper punching distance so that he can get maximum leverage on every shot, forcing that stoppage. Головkin well schooled, even in the moment where it counts to make it end. He didn't get too emotional. He stayed like a calculated finisher.